The newest member of the Maine Mariners, forward Ryan Francis, joins us next on the Maine Hockey Report. What is good, everybody? This is the Maine Hockey Report, brought to you by the Hockey Podcast Network. I'm your host, Benjamin Kennedy. Thank you so much for joining us today. Excited to welcome in the newest addition to the Maine Mariners, forward Ryan Francis. Ryan, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. Welcome to Maine. We are certainly excited to have you on board. Congrats on the new contract. How's the summer been for you so far?
It's been good. Trying to stay busy and enjoy some time with family and friends. Stay in the gym, stay on the ice, and also enjoy some golf and whatnot.
And how is that golf game?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
That's funny. I was talking to a friend earlier today about golf. I haven't touched a club in like 5 years. I'm too much of a baseball player. I can't hit anything straight. So that's awesome. That's awesome. It's fun sport. But so of course you're joining us here in Maine this year, but a year ago in Atlanta, 68 games down there for you, 723-30 line for yourself. Of course, we know, any hockey fan knows that the city down there has quite a storied history with the sport of hockey. Of course, 2 NHL franchises that have gone through and failed, but certainly, various reasons. But there's a fan base that's there. We know that. What was that fan base like to play in front of? And do you think the NHL could actually work there in the city?
Yeah, I absolutely could. I enjoyed playing in Atlanta. Maybe the fan base in terms of numbers isn't as high as, the big hockey states and cities in the Northeast and whatnot, but it's a pretty devoted fan base there. The fans that come have a lot of passion, and they do enjoy hockey. You could see when we host those Thrashers nights down in Atlanta, they get good crowds. There's a lot of people that want NHL hockey there, and I absolutely do think it could work.
Yeah, and I think the NHL wants it to work too. I know they're most likely going to get another chance at some point, but Houston might be next. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, definitely a unique city for the ECHL. It's such a huge major metropolitan, very, very different from Portland. So I'll be curious to see where hockey goes there in the state of Georgia. Of course, a lot of fans maybe haven't seen you play. Of course, you did play against Maine all those years ago. But for those who haven't seen you, can you share with us kind of the style of player you are and what we should expect to see from you on the ice this season?
I think I just play a fast-paced game. I'm a good skater. Have a good offensive skill set. Definitely pass-first type of guy, and just want to play my hardest in all 3 zones as best as I can.
Awesome. Yeah, we love 3-zone players, 200-foot players. That's a big thing here in Maine. Of course, we were loaded with that last year, so I'm sure you're going to fit right in just fine with Coach Kowalski and the group. Of course, you're a former 2020 fifth-round draft pick of the Calgary Flames, 27 AHL games also under your belt. What would you say are the biggest differences between playing in the AHL and playing in the ECHL?
Yeah, two very good leagues. There's not a whole lot of difference. I guess it sounds cliche, but the American Hockey League's just a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. You got to make plays a little bit quicker, and it's good that I do have those 27 games under my belt to experience that and help myself in my hockey career.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess the secondary question to that, I did not have this on our list, but just thinking about it now, with those coaches you've worked with at the American League, have they given you any feedback or things that you need to focus on to stay in the AHL?
Absolutely. I mean, I've always been a skilled player who likes to play on the offensive side of the game. So those coaches are always just telling me to round out my game as best as I can, keep working on my defensive side, just being a good 200-foot hockey player.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just small things, incremental things. There's so many hockey players between the AHL and the ECHL, and the line of demarcation can sometimes be ever so slight, or it might just be situational, in terms of what's going on in that organization. So, of course, we say it all the time here. We love having our good players here in Maine, but we want to see everybody get promoted. We want to see all of our Maine Mariners get up to Providence or get up to the next level. So we'll certainly be cheering for that for you. It all comes down to this: a best-of-7 battle, and DraftKings has you covered every step of the way. The DraftKings Sports app is now available in all 50 states and includes all markets. Sweat every shift of the series all in one place with one app. New DraftKings customers sign up with code THPN, spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That's code THPN in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours.
With DK Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, that text pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Void in Ontario. Event contract trading with DraftKings predictions involves risk of loss. Sportsbook bonus bets expire in 7 days. $50 in predictions dollars issued weekly for 3 weeks expire in 1 year. Redeem one non-withdrawable reward. Availability varies. Predictions offer void in New York. Ends June 28. Terms at dkng.co/audio.
Question about free agency. Of course, you went through the free agency process this summer. What was that like, and what was it that led you here to the Maine Mariners?
My agent, Daryl, knew Rick and had put it out earlier in the summer that there could be some interest, and had some good conversations with Rick, and it was good. He seemed we seemed to have mutual interest, and I've always liked the city of Portland whenever I play on the road, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity for myself.
Well, you've certainly burnt us enough over the years, so we're happy to hear on this side of it for us. So that's really good. And yeah, I think we've loved having Rick here. Of course, that announcement just happened that he has signed a 3-year extension to stay on as head coach and GM. So we know that made everybody here very, very happy. Of course, talking about that familiarity with Maine, having played against the Mariners, of course, you're a Nova Scotia guy as well. What excites you the most about joining the Mariners?
Yeah, like you said, being a Nova Scotia guy, I feel like Portland and Halifax have a lot of similarities in cities. So excited to go to a place that, might feel like home. And I know a few guys on the team. I always enjoyed playing in front of that fan base there, although they weren't cheering for me. Yeah. So there was a lot of things, and I think it's going to be a good opportunity as well on the ice to be able to play my game and have success.
Yeah, of course, you are not the only Nova Scotia guy on the team. A few other guys there from the province. So I think, again, you're going to fit right in here. And I know you and Devo have friends with him, correct?
Yeah, longtime childhood friends, yeah.
That's like, you must have some funny Devo stories that you could share. Anything you could share on camera with us, just off the top?
Off the top.
Sorry, I didn't prepare you for that one either. But
no, you didn't prepare that one for me.
No.
I don't know. I'm sure I have plenty. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I'll have to. I don't want to put him in a bad spot either. Not that there's much bad to say about it whatsoever, but I'm sure we'll get to that at some point.
All good, all good. Well, of course, you've logged already a few very successful ECHL seasons. You're still just 24 years old. But what are you hoping to accomplish this season from a developmental perspective there for yourself?
Yeah, every season you play, you want to keep growing your game and keep getting better and better and better. So I think I just have to, like I said earlier, round out my game, play in all three zones hard, and just try my best each and every night to produce and do what the team needs from me. Ryan,
thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your schedule. We know players get asked a lot of them during the regular year, so we want to keep this short and sweet, let you get back to your summer. But thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening today. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. Helps the channel out big time. And until next time, everybody, be kind, show love, and God bless.